Hello, everybody. So it is Read Across America week, and I want to read to you guys one of my favorite Dr. Seuss books. Well, my favorite Dr. Seuss book is obviously The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Anybody who knows me knows that. I love it. I love it. Okay, but this and The Lorax are my other favorites. So we have Yertle the Turtle by Dr. Seuss and other stories. But we're just going to be reading Yertle the Turtle. Yertle the Turtle by Dr. Seuss. On the faraway island of Salamasan, Yertle the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean. It was neat. The water was warm. There was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything turtles might need, and they were all happy, quite happy indeed. They were. Until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small.
I am the ruler, said Yertle, of all that I see, but I don't see enough, and that's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down upon my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher,
he said with a frown.
If I could sit high, how much greater I'd be! What a king! I'd be the ruler of all that I can see.
Terrible, isn't he? Sir Yertle the king lifted his hand, and Yertle the Turtle King, gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using these turtles, he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on one another's back. He piled them all up in a 9-turtle stack. Then Yertle climbed up, and he sat on the pile. What a wonderful view! I can see almost a mile.
All mine!
Yertle cried.
Oh, the things I now rule! I am king of a cow and king of a mule, king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I am king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I am Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see.
And all through that morning, he sat there up high, saying over and over,
A great king am I!
Until long about noon, he heard a faint sigh.
What is that?
Snapped the king, and he looked down the stack. And he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac, just part of his throne. And this plain little turtle looked up and said, I beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've got pains in my backs and my shoulders and knees. How long will we stand here, your majesty, please? Poor Mac, right?
Silence!
The king of the turtles barked.
I am king, and you are only a turtle named Mac. You stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I am king of a cow and king of a mule. I am king of a house and a bush and a cat. But that isn't all. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher.
His royal voice thundered.
So pile up more turtles. I want about 200. Turtles! More turtles!
He bellowed and brayed, and the turtles sprayed down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond they came swimming by the dozens, whole families of turtles with their uncles and cousins, and all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac. One after another, they climbed up the stack. That's going to be pretty high, right? He started with 9, then he added 200. Then Yertle the Turtle was perched up so high he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky.
Hooray!
Shouted Yertle.
I am king of the trees, king of the birds, and king of the bees, king of the butterflies, king of the air. Oh me, what a throne! What a wonderful chair! I am Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see.
Then again from below, in the great heavy stack, came a groan from the plain little turtle named Mac. Your Majesty, please, I don't like to complain, but down here below we are feeling great pain. I know up on top you're seeing great sights, but down at the bottom we too should have rights. We turtles can't stand it. Our shells will crack. Besides, we need food. We are starving, groaned Mac. Poor Mac.
You hush up your mouth!
Howled the mighty King Yertle.
You've got no right to talk to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the crowds of a land, of a sea, and there's nothing, no nothing that's higher than me!
And I think he meant that. He was very angry. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon of the evening was starting to rise up over his head in the darkening skies. What's that? Snorted Yertle. Say, what is that thing that dares to be higher than Yertle the King? I shall not allow it! I'll go higher still. I'll build my throne higher. I can. I will. I'll call some more turtles. I'll stack them to heaven. I need about 5,607. But as Yertle the Turtle King lifted his head and started to order and give the command, that plain little turtle below in the stack, that plain little turtle whose name was just Mac, decided he had taken enough, and he had. That plain little lad had gotten a little bit mad. And that plain little Mac did a plain little thing. He burped. And his burp shook the throne of the king. That's a big burp. From the itty bitty little turtle. And Yertle the turtle, king of the trees, king of the air, king of the birds, and king of the bees, king of a house and king of a cow, king of a mule. Well, that was the end of the King Turtle's rule. For Yertle the king of Salamasan fell off his high throne and fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, that marvelous he, is king of the mud. That is all that he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free, as turtle may be, as all creatures should be. Just chilling in his pond. So, we have lots of fun reading elements in this book. We have rhyme. Obviously, it's Dr. Seuss, right? So when you're reading with your kids, or either you are reading to kids, reading with your kids, or either your kids are reading it, maybe they're reading it to their siblings, just know that you want to point out that they have a lot of rhyme in this book. That's a wonderful reading element. And some of the examples are Crack and Mac, Yertle and Turtle, obviously, C and Me. Another thing they have is dynamic speech. There's lots of exclamation points and question marks. Like, you can tell that the voices are elevating and deflating. You know, we can tell that Mac, the little turtle, probably has a small voice because he's at the bottom of the stack. And Yertle, he's the angry king. So he's up top, he's loud, he's boisterous. Also, it has wonderful vocabulary, such as darkening. That's a wonderful vocabulary for. I would say this is a first, second, third grade book, depending on where your child is. Because it is a lot to read. That's why I suggested third. However, it is simple. That's why I suggested second. And first, if you're reading along with the child. Another element, another element is onomatopoeias, such as plunk. Plunk is an onomatopoeia. That is a word, that is a sound. That's fun. Another wonderful element in this book is, I was looking for a great example of alliteration. We have it. I just want to give you a really good one. Such as saying snap, saw. That's wonderful. And then we have turtle, that, thrown. They're all upon the same line, so it counts as alliteration. But yes, this is one of my favorite books to read. It's very fun. It's great for dynamic readers, which I always suggest that use your voices, everybody. You were giving them. Why not use them, right? And again, this is Yertle the Turtle by Dr. Seuss.